Good evening. Yeah, welcome back to Tindanius teaching tutorials. Today, let's consider circular motion in physics. Now let us consider a body moving along a curved path. Let's say you have a body this way. Let's say you have a curved path or an arc. You can do it this way. Let's do it this way. Let's suppose the body is, let's say this is the body at point A, moving through or moving along the circular path to, let's say, point B. Now, by extension, I just want to complete the arc with a dotted line. So let's say I have something like this. So I have formed a circle out of the arc or the curved path. So let's say, because it's now a circle, I'll place my center here. So in other words, this body is moving from A to B about the center O. So now, from the diagram, you realize that the center over here lies outside the body. The center here, that is not inside the body, but what? Outside the body. And when you have such motion, we call it circular motion. And note this, in circular motion, center and the word axis are used interchangeably. So wherever you hear axis in circular motion, it's also the same as center. So either center or the axis. I hope you know center. But what about axis? Axis simply means, or let's say if you have a center and you draw a line to pass through the center perpendicular to the plane of the circle, that's what we call an axis. So let's say if I draw a line to pass through the center, I'll call this what? An axis. But in circular motion, they are used interchangeably. So axis is the same as center, but just that if you have a center and you draw a line to pass through the center and it is perpendicular to the plane of the circle, that is axis for you. So what I want you to know here is, when we talk about circular motion, it's not necessarily circle, you drawing a complete circle. It could either be an arc, or let's say even it can take the shape of an ellipse and also a circle as a whole. They are all considered circular motion, provided the center or the axis lies outside the body. You can see it from here. Please, are you okay with that? So how do you define circular motion? So you can say that circular motion, or a body is said to perform circular motion when the body moves along a curved path about the axis or the center, such that the center or the axis lies outside the body. Please, are you okay? When it is inside the body, when the center or the axis lies inside the body, it will render the motion rotational motion. Please, are you okay? So this is the main difference between rotational motion and circular motion. For rotational motion, let's say if you have a ceiling fan, if you have, let's say, something like this, let's say you have, then you have this is the blade. You see, this is where the center lies. And realize that the center or the axis lies inside the body. Please, are you okay? So it is even difficult to distinguish between the center and the body. Please, are you okay? So for motion, let's say the motion of a fan. Are you okay? Or when the blaze of the fan is performing this one, it is in motion. It's not circular motion, but it's what? Rotational motion, because the center or the axis lies within the body. Please, are you okay? Now, that is that. So let's look at the examples of circular motion. So examples. For example, let's say a stone, or when you tie a stone to a thread or a string and you wound it in the form of a circle, you realize that it will perform circular motion. Please, are you okay? So there's it. You have a string or a thread here, then you have a stone. In other words, you have a loaded mass or a bulb or the loaded mass. But so my bulb or my loaded mass here is what? It's a stone, and you wound it in the form of what? A circle. So immediately you start winding it in the form of a circle, it will perform what? Circular what? Motion. So you realize that this is the body, and here will be your center. Are you okay? So we just wound it this way. So let's say this is my loaded mass, okay, or this is my stone. For example, we are only improvising here. Then this is the string. Then I just begin to wound it this way. Have you seen it? You see how this is performing circular motion. So this is my loaded mass, or this is the stone, and clearly here becomes my center. And you realize that this is the center and this is the bulb or the loaded mass or the stone. The center lies outside, it's not inside the body. So that is our first example. Our second example is, let's say you have the motion of the earth around the sun. So let's say if this is the sun and the earth is somewhere here, so this will now revolve around the sun in a circular manner. You see? So by so doing, it is also performing a circular motion. And clearly here, the sun here becomes the center or the axis of rotation, whereas the earth becomes what? The body, performing the circular motion. So you can see, so this is the body revolving around or about what? The center, which is what? The sun. So this is what? An example of circular motion. So the earth, or the rotation of the earth around the sun. That's our second example. And our third example here is the motion of the moon around the earth. So let's say you have the earth over here, and you have, let's say, the moon somewhere here, and it is performing circular motion. You realize that clearly the earth here becomes the center or the axis, and the moon becomes the body. So the motion of the moon around the earth is also considered as what? Example of a circular motion. Let's consider the fourth one. Let's say the motion of electrons around the nucleus of an atom. So you have your protons and your neutrons in the nucleus of the atom. Then you have your shells over here. These are the electrons. You realize that, you see, the electrons revolve around the positive region or the nucleus. So the electron is also performing what we call what? a circular motion. And clearly the nucleus over here becomes the center or the axis, and this becomes the body. So it is therefore performing what? Circular motion. So remember, in circular motion, the center of rotation or the axis lies outside the body. Please take note of that. Let's say the fifth one, let's say a cyclist taking a bend or negotiating a bend. So let's say a car negotiating a bend or negotiating a curve. So let's say you want to take a roundabout over here, or you want to bend over here. So let's say this is your vehicle over here, your vehicle over here. So you are taking the bend or a curve over here. So you say it's not a complete circle, it is an arc. Do you understand that? But remember, by extension, you can complete this with a dotted line or something. Then clearly here becomes your what? Your center O. So by so doing, you realize that the car as a whole is performing what? A circular motion. So take note, circular motion is not only affiliated to a complete circle, but it could be what? Even an arc, the shape of what? Of an eclipse or a circle as a whole. Join me in the subsequent lessons and kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos. Thank you.